White Mountains Today here on White Mountain TV 16, and joining us in the studio, Steve. I called him Tom earlier, and so then I was about to call you Tom again. Steve, how are you today?
I'm great, thanks.
And we're going to talk about Halloween Town, which is of course coming up, and the fifth year.
Sixth year.
Sixth year. That's what I meant to say. Okay, there's a typo somewhere. So the 6th year. So it's happened 5 times. There you go. Can we start again? See, Chris threw us off. So anyway, let's talk about Halloween Town for those who don't know what it's all about.
Halloween Town is a pretty incredible event that's happening this coming week from yesterday. So this Saturday, the 25th of October. And it's a big fundraiser and awareness raiser for the Laura Foundation for Autism and Epilepsy.
Yep.
And Halloween Town basically is we have a series of 30 cabins. And this takes place down at King Pine Ski Area, and we have a summer camp there. And the cabins that are used by the summer camp, there's about 30 of them. We have groups come in and they turn those cabins into some sort of Halloween-themed house. And they're all linked by a trail,
yep,
which we call the Trick-or-Treat Trail. And we invite kids to come trick-or-treat with us. So they walk along the trail, they visit the cabins, they can knock on the doors and see what's going on inside the cabin. And there's a lot of creativity involved, there's a lot of enthusiasm.
Yeah, we got some pictures showing there from your website.
Yeah.
So different organizations do up different cabins.
Different organizations. The cabins are, some of the folks that do the cabins are connected to Tohkomeupog, which is the summer camp, the facility that we use. Some are friends of Purity Spring Resort and connected to the Laura Foundation. And then some are local businesses that come in and they do it sort of as team builders for their staff.
Oh, that's awesome.
They have a lot of fun with it.
That's a lot of fun. So, and one of the things that we were talking about is that it's free.
It is free. There is no admission charge for Halloween Town. And the big thing for that, the big reason for that for me is that I really want kids to be able to come and get sort of a trick-or-treat experience. And at least where I live in Madison, the houses are kind of spread out,
right?
And it's hard to do that. So this gives kids a chance in a safe way to walk some cool pathways, knock on some doors, and get some treats.
Well, that's a lot of fun. So this is the 6th year you've done it, and it's grown every year.
It has.
In terms of guests coming.
It has grown every year. It's very well received in the Valley. I appreciate everybody's enthusiasm for it. We love seeing the kids come. We love seeing the kids in the costumes. Costumes are not mandatory, but they certainly are appropriate, and it's very cool to see them walking around. But
then you also have, so you want to come hungry because you've got a great variety of food.
We would love you to come hungry. There is no admission fee for this, but we do. It is a fundraiser for us.
Right.
So we do sell food. We would love people to come hungry so they can buy some food and help support the foundation. All the money from the food sales goes, all the food is donated, so all the money goes to the foundation. We also do have some amusement park rides that we have a couple for the little kids, and there's a little bit of a charge to ride the rides.
Yep.
And we also do have hot air balloon rides from 3 to 5 thanks to Remax. And there's a fee for that.
Yeah.
So there is an opportunity to spend a little bit of money at Halloween Town. We also do take voluntary donations for the Laura Foundation. And we are hoping that people are going to come and be so impressed with everyone's enthusiasm and creativity that they'll be happy to give a little bit of donation to help us. And the Laura Foundation, what we are doing is we are building a adaptive recreation center down in Madison.
Yeah.
It's the Laura Foundation for Autism and Epilepsy. So we're building a facility, and this is a big fundraiser for us to help us finish what we've started here.
Yeah. Well, that's terrific. And so looking at the pictures, obviously there's some kind of fun ones, but then it looks like there's a few scary ones too.
So there are some scary ones. So the way the trail is set up is that there's 4 different groups of cabins, and one of the groups is totally not scary, totally designed for fun for the little kids to come through. Little kids and big kids who don't like to be scared, including some of the adults that go through. And then as you walk along the trail, the cabins get a little bit scarier until you get to the very end, where what we call our scariest area. It's all relative, right?
Yeah.
So parents will bring their kids along the trail, and they just have to decide when it's scary enough.
When it's time to veer off.
A lot of times the kids are running, the parents will stay outside anyway. So.
Oh yeah, well that would be me. I would just say, yeah, go ahead. I don't want to be scared. But that's awesome. And so what are the hours of Halloween Town?
It starts at 3 o'clock. We have food. We have a big tent set up with carnival games, and they can come and they can win prizes. And we have a little petting farm there, hot air balloon rides, amusement park rides, all that stuff starts at 3 o'clock. The non-scary trick-or-treating cabins start at 3 o'clock, and then the rest of the trail will open at 4. And it goes until 8 o'clock at night.
And this is on October 25th, Saturday, October 25th, so right around the corner.
And it's rain or shine, so it's a one-night event. We don't have a rain date. It's rain or shine. If it does rain, some of the outdoor things would not be able to happen, like the balloon rides or the animals, but the cabins will all happen. The food will still be there. The carnival will still be there. and right now the forecast, fingers crossed, is looking good. So
right. Well, that's terrific. It sounds like a lot of fun, and like I said, I've heard from everybody who goes. Everybody loves it. And as we always, as we the older people always say, back when I was a kid, when we go door to door for trick or treating. And it is harder to do up here just because of some of the spacing out and stuff like that. And I think the key there too is it's a safe, comfortable environment with all your neighbors and friends.
It is. It's a lot of fun, and I do have to thank Hannaford's in North Conway for helping us out with all the trick-or-treat candy for this event, because it's a lot of candy that goes into it.
Oh, I can imagine.
And we do have a bunch of businesses that will be represented there that help us enable us to make this a free event, because we know it is a fundraiser. So businesses help us out beforehand with some sponsorships to allow us to do this for the public and to give them a good night. That's
terrific. Yeah. And now if people want to find out some more information about the Laura Foundation too, how do they do that?
They can certainly come to the event. We're going to have a table there. We have a website, thelaurafoundation.org.
Yep.
And then there's also a Halloweentown website, halloweentownnh.org, that they can go on and get information about both those places.
And because the Laura Foundation, you also do some other events during the year.
We do. So, the goal is to have year-round programming.
Right.
And right now we've got a great summer program going with some therapeutic horseback riding. And we are expanding that. We have expanded that a little bit into the fall now with some social classes, some cooking, peer social cooking classes for some teens. And we're hoping to keep going with that, and eventually, once we get these facilities done, and we're going to have some year-round programming.
That's terrific. So really the whole combination of both the Laura Foundation and all the great things that they're doing, and also Halloweentown with all the great things that you do on that day. So it's next Saturday, starting at 3, yep. Going till when?
Going till 8.
Going till 8.
Please come.
Please come. Please come hungry. And
please come hungry.
It sounds like a terrific time. So if people want more information, they can go to the website, which is
HalloweentownNH.org.
HalloweentownNH.org. So definitely check that out, but plan that. And definitely a lot of people are going to be going to it, so plan your time and just have a great time there.
Excellent.
Well, Steve, thanks so much for coming by.
Thank you.
And good luck, and we'll see you next Saturday down there at Halloweentown. And we'll be back in a minute here on White Mountains Today.